Hello everybody, Ray Garner with Garner's Games, here to do my weekly comic review. And this week, we're doing Batman Bad Seed Sunset. And this is called Survive the Night, Fear the Morning. Now, for those of you who have been keeping up, current Gotham Commissioner is Vandal Savage, and of course the current Gotham Mayor is Poison Ivy. And we start off with her basically telling everybody how it is now officially a war between the two of them for control of Gotham City. But she isn't going to really be in control if she wins. She is turning Gotham over to the Parliament of Trees. Vandal Savage has rallied all the police force with him for him to make his big move. And she sits there and says, Gotham is yours, and he says, Gotham is mine. And it comes down to Ivy basically has been trying to save everything, but the corruption in Gotham is so great that she's just basically given up. And the Parliament of Trees is going to return Gotham to a prehistoric state. Atmosphere, mostly carbon monoxide, spores that are poisonous to all mammal life. And how she expects Gotham to look tomorrow is very green. So we get this good map where everybody's kind of at or involved at. All the major players for this story arc. And, you know, we got basically Damian, we got Harley, we got Jim Gordon going around, Selena Kyle, pretty much everybody as the plans are starting to take over Gotham. Apparently, on a side note, the ventriloquist has something going on. And then all the lights go out. And we do get a little cutaway to Nightwing looking at binoculars at Gotham City as the lights go out and says, Gotham. Always something. So we start getting a little bit of pretty good panel shot and a little bit of information going on. The atmosphere of the plants is basically it's going to burn out electronic stuff super fast. Eventually will make the air unbreathable. The comm systems between everybody's going to quit working rather quickly. And everybody needs to rally and get out there and help the poor people of Gotham as the jungle tries to reclaim all of it. He starts sending people around to do everything. And Ivy is actually still trying to protect Janet that works for her. We have a kind of interesting fight in the sewers as Batman's going around trying to protect people as this giant plant monster tries to attack a mother and her daughter. And Batman's doing the fighting as the mother and daughter do get away, but he's pretty much losing the fight. Until he gets a little help from old Killer Croc. And Killer Croc basically goes over and tells everybody tells Batman what all's going on. Ivy's got something going on, and she's going to basically release all these weird plants. People are going to die in weird, horrible ways. And people will be their absolute worst. The cops will be useless, you know, except to protect themselves, which, of course, we do get a cool scene with Jim Gordon, you know, which ends with him, he goes, let's go be real cops. as they're trying to figure out what's going on with a dead body. And Vandal Savage has surrounded the building. And Killer Croc explains to Batman that there is a chemical cocktail Savage has made up that's specifically designed to kill Ivy. And basically he breaks open a seed on the plant monster he's eaten. He says, "You ever heard of hear of super bloom? Plant slopes like that. So come daylight, these things are going to go crazy wherever they are." So basically, telling Batman, you got till sunrise. And it ends with Batman coming up and everything's gone to heck in a handbasket. Now, this is a 10-week epic crossover, which involves 13 different titles, 21 different comics, which will end on October 28th with Batman Bad Seed Sunrise. It's a pretty cool, epic event. I am old enough that I've still not yet gotten used to the constant epic events that seem to happen in Batman, but it has been quite a few years when I really think about it since the last one. So that's cool. I like the fact that it is two people who have been heavily involved in the story arc that's been going on in the Batman universe. One of the major catalysts is a major villain of Batman's in the form of Poison Ivy. Instead of just some random deal or some new character made up, it is interesting Vandal Savage, who in my opinion is still a Flash villain, being the major problem. And as always with Batman, when they have these massive crossovers where, the whole Gotham City is being covered in plants, earthquake makes it no man's land, it's like the rest of the DC universe doesn't realize that Gotham exists, or they don't get the news feed that Gotham's having problems. It's always one of the big problems with any time you have the massive crossover event that's only the Batman universe. It doesn't affect anybody else. But if this storyline does take place only in a sundown to sun up time frame, I can see it happening so fast that none of the other soups can get involved. They won't hear about it until it's basically over. So that can work out. All in all, it's interesting. I like the dynamics of Savage versus Ivy, and basically the Bat family's just trying to save Gotham while the two of them are warring over who's going to control it. So I'm interested to see where this goes. Check it out, and I'll see y'all next week.